April 14, 1912. The majestic IMS Titanic glides through the North Atlantic's dark waters. We've all heard the story of the iceberg, but what if? What if that's not what really happened that fateful night? Let's explore some fascinating alternative theories that have lurked in the shadows of maritime history. First, imagine this: deep beneath the surface, an ancient creature stirred. The Leviathan, a biblical sea monster of enormous proportions, sensed the massive ship above. Perhaps the Titanic's propellers disturbed its ancient slumber. Some say witnesses described seeing massive shapes moving beneath the waves before the disaster, shapes far too large to be any known sea creature. But here's another chilling possibility: the Kraken. Norse legends speak of this tentacled terror, capable of dragging entire ships to their doom. What if those mysterious bumps passengers felt weren't from an iceberg at all, but massive tentacles wrapping around the hull? Some survivors reported hearing strange, otherworldly sounds just before the disaster, sounds that couldn't be explained by ice or water. Now, here's where things get really interesting. There's a lesser-known theory that's actually based on real evidence. What if the Titanic's demise was caused by an explosion? You see, in the ship's coal bunker, there was a fire burning for days before the vessel even left Southampton. Coal bunker fires were common on ships back then, but this one was particularly concerning. Some experts believe this fire could have weakened the steel hull significantly. When the ship allegedly hit the iceberg, the weakened steel, already compromised by intense heat, simply couldn't withstand the impact. But what if the fire reached a critical point that night? What if it wasn't an iceberg at all, but a catastrophic explosion from within? Think about it. Witnesses reported hearing a loud boom before the ship began taking on water. The official story attributes this to the ice damage, but could it have been something more? The coal bunker fire theory actually explains why the ship sank so quickly. The hull was already compromised before any collision occurred. Whether it was a mythical sea monster, a legendary Kraken, or a devastating internal explosion, one thing's for certain: the truth about that night might be far more complex than we've been led to believe. Sometimes the simplest explanation, an iceberg, might not be the whole story. The Titanic continues to hold our imagination, not just because of what we know happened, but because of what might have happened in those dark, cold waters of the North Atlantic. Perhaps some mysteries are meant to remain in the depths, along with the ghosts of that tragic night. Do these things so we can reach 100 subs.